in the morning here in Australia. And why are we excited? Because there's one day to go.
One sleep, folks.
One sleep, one day. Are we all excited? Are you excited? That's the question. What are we excited about? So you can get excited about HarmonyFest. HarmonyFest is just one day away. Yay. And what is HarmonyFest? What is HarmonyFest? HarmonyFest is 4 days. 4 days of masterclasses on all different topics, of online readers. We've got 23 masterclasses, 14 online readers, and about 24 virtual stall holders who are sharing their gifts, their specialities, their services, and doing presentations all day, every day. Anything to do with the spiritual, holistic, and wellbeing fields. And with me today, I'm extra excited because we've got our beautiful Taga. Yay, Taga. Thank you for joining me, who's also excited because Taga's here to talk about your wonderful masterclass, which is, I don't know what the word is, Taga. I mean, I think it's a necessity. And I personally think your masterclass needs to get into every single school in the world, because
100%.
It would change people's relationships with money and themselves so very much. So welcome.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to hand it over to you to tell us a little bit about yourself, your beautiful self. But this masterclass, the Soul-Led Money Mastery masterclass, what inspires you to create it? And just sort of who can come and what are people going to get out of it?
Yeah, that's a great question. Thank you so much, Sophia. I'm super duper excited for this as well, because this platform, HarmonyFest, really just is just such a hybrid of so many different practitioners coming through and talking about the presenting some of the different things that we do. And for me, is Soul-Led Money Mastery. I am also a host of one of the Soul-Led Money Tribe here on the sacredyou.love platform. And it's a very unique approach to money, and it's much needed. And the reason why I do this is pretty much because of my own trauma around money, because of my own lived experience around money. And then as a result of that, the last 2 decades I've spent in professional development, learning about what was going on for me really deep down inside around money. More on that during the masterclass tomorrow, though, because I really wanted to give a little bit of an essence of what the Soul-Led Money is about, right? And in the mastery tomorrow, not that long, it's just one more sleep, I'm going to talk about the actual framework and the approach that we have and why we need this in schools. Thank you, Sophia, for that, because what we're doing firstly is dismantling the harm that current financial literacy has had on humanity, and that has been very oppressive for many areas of our community, right? So that's really my focus here, is to reintroduce and reimagine. That's what it started with, was how is it that we can reimagine the way that we are taught about money? And much of that has to be driven by our higher version of self. That's why it's soul-led. That's why it's about how do we use the very part of us that has been taught and suppressed around our decisions with money, the very unique part of us that makes us different from the person, from me, from Sophia, from anyone else that's watching this as well. And so when the money literacy, as we've known, that's had a very strong patriarchal drive, has shamed us around a lot of our money decisions and some of the things that haven't been aligned with us, we get to now draw a line in the sand, and that is the soul-led money mastery. It's our opportunity to draw that line in the sand and say, you know what, my finances are crap. It is not what I expected it to be. And yet I've done all the budgeting, and yet I've done all the things that the patriarchal financial literacy industry has taught me to do. There is a time and place for that, but there's a huge piece that's been missing. And that's the education around the self. And so when me, as a triggered person in society that's trying to fit in with everyone, has spent my money in ways that has been more soothing, my financial situation at the time that I had an awakening 20 years ago showed me that I'm not in a place. I was heavily in debt. There was a lot of spending around soothing behaviors, which is the piece that I bring into this. This is the piece that we introduce in the soul-led money mastery, so that you can get an idea as to how you can pivot from your current situation that may not be aligned, that you might have had to fake to create, but now you get to now draw that line in the sand and go, how do I pivot when I'm so deep in debt, when I'm so deep in this pathway that's not aligned with, like I'm waking up to it stressed. I can't even sleep. I can't talk to my partner about my finances. My voice isn't being heard. I'm not really that happy with what my finances are doing at the moment, right? Tomorrow, 24 hours time, you're going to have that line in the sand moment where you can look at it and understand when this missing piece to our money education is introduced to you. You'll just, like so many people have just said, even in the tribe, my tribe members are like, oh my gosh, that's what that meant. That's what it meant when my system was going, oh, hell no, this is not working out right. This is not working out the way that I wanted it to work out. So that's the invitation to you, that, give me an hour of your time and I'll be opening up so many windows for you that you get to reconnect and look at your current situation without shame, but to be able to go back and say, that's interesting. That's the version of me that needed to do that in that space of time. But the version of me that I need to become so that I can achieve the things that I want to in the future is going to go through that pivot and shift. And I see that as what HarmonyFest is about. It's about the resourcefulness that we get to use and tap into so that we can take these steps and take care of that inner piece of us. And nurture it. Now, don't tell anyone, right? But to join the masterclass, it is $35, but I've got to just hang about because there's a way to get around that. Shh. Right.
I won't say anything.
No, there's a way to get around that. See, for sacredyou.love members, it's free. So if you're a sacredyou.love member, jump in, register for the masterclass because you're in there, right? So if you're not yet a member, for $15, 15 Australian dollars, you become a member and you get access to my masterclass. But you also get access to all the tribes as well. So this is a money education for you, right?
It is. It makes sense.
It makes sense. So let's talk about return on investment for 15 Australian dollars. So in the US, you're probably scratching 10 bucks.
Right? It's nine, actually, about nine something. The last time I saw it was $9.50.
Yeah. Okay. Hang about. You're going to get access to my masterclass because this makes sense right now. Yes. But you're also going to get access to astrology, human design, tarot reading. It's just crazy. That's what we talk about, return on investment. Right? So you want to do that? This
makes sense, eh?
This makes sense.
It makes sense. Yes.
if we want to invest in our education and our spiritual growth and understand what resources are available to you, the biggest challenge you're going to have is, oh my gosh, there's so much available. And how much can $10 US, $15 Australian a month, like you can't even get an Uber Eats for that.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
That's the thing. Like in an hour's class, I'm going to be able to talk to you about a framework that you can implement even if you don't go any further from that. Right. You can implement those things straight away. But when you want to go deeper, you'll have access to my tribe as well.
Yeah.
$1 a month, right?
Which I thoroughly recommend. Sorry, Taga. Sorry, I was just going to say which I thoroughly recommend. Taga's tribe. But can I just say, since I've interrupted Taga, I apologise, Taga. We've got Samantha who's watching us. Samantha's tuning in. Hi, Samantha. Great to see you, or see you online. If you have any questions for Taga, please pop them in the chat. I really, really, really recommend coming to Taga's masterclass and, like I said, joining a tribe, because, can I say this, Taga? May I? All my life, I've had a wonderful on and off relationship with money. There are times when money has come into me, and I've been able to manifest money, not a problem, and it flows in. Then there's a lot of times when money hasn't come to me, and for quite a while I was in a space where money wasn't coming to me, because it's such, and this is what I love about you, Taga, because one of the things, like we all have issues around finances in different ways, right? A lot of us, not everyone, but a lot of us it's brought up into it, so it's cellular, can even be ancestral, right? And that's something for me. And for quite a long time, I avoided my bank account. Like, did not watch it, did not see it, did not go into it. I knew I was in debt, still am, but it's working on that one. But I just had set up an automatic repayment, but I just did not watch my bank account until Taga came along, and I joined Taga's tribe. I'm fortunate that I get to go to all tribe meetings. And it's since then that I've started to give love to my bank account. And I'm actually excited every time you come, your tribe meetings on, because I get to go to my bank account. Yay. Sorry for that thing. And last thing I want to say, Taga, is you're quite right. I mean, $15 a month is a bargain for Taga's masterclass and for her tribe. But can I say, your tribe, your masterclass is tomorrow. So for anyone who joins today, you only join for $1, and you get to go to Taga's masterclass for free. And Terry's also joining in. Hi, Terry. Great to see you online. Do click on the links below and check out Taga's masterclass. So register for HarmonyFest if you haven't done also. And then I really thoroughly recommend, as Taga's saying, join Sacred You. $1 Australian, you get to come to Taga's masterclass for free, and then it's only $15 Australian after that. I'll shut up now.
Some chips to that?
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. I'm going to put the link in for the membership if anyone does want to join. So over to you, my dear.
Okay, let's add fries with that. So when you join my tribe, all of my tribe members will also get a 45-minute session, complimentary session. It's a financial pulse check with you as well. So it's very much, as you can see here, I'm a money emotional intelligence coach. So we look at what's not just the numbers. This is not about the numbers, because the numbers are really just a result of what's going on for you. So we dive deep, right? And so I'm very confident that many of my tribe members will say, I think that 45 minutes is not really accurate, because an hour and a half later, we're normally still talking, right? Because the way that I see it, and this is what I have always believed myself, is I want to take away as much as I can from a session with someone to get value out of it. The same thing is a reciprocity in that as well. I take a lot energetically and internally and emotionally out of those sessions that I have with my clients as well, so that we both come out of there with so much value and growth. Right. So the other thing that I would suggest is it's only one sleep away. So please jump onto that link as soon as you can so that you can jump into the session. It's going to be amazing, interactive. So it's really important to me because I have myself the attention span of a goldfish. So I like to be answering little questions or participating in little surveys. So it's going to be that sort of energy vibe.
And it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Yes.
Anything with Taga is fun. Absolutely. Oh my God, there you go. Oh, and we've got more people watching in your group. I forgot that we went live in your group. I better pop some posts in. I'll pop the posts, there's things in your group. Yay, so it's going to be fun. So any last words of wisdom, Taga, before we say farewell to Facebook and everywhere else? And tell everyone, we'll see you tomorrow at Taga's masterclass, but any last words of wisdom?
Yeah. Just my parting quote at the top there is, financial independence is an inside job. It starts within. So if you've got this feeling or a nudge or a not feeling, like, oh, there's a missing link, jump in and let's just start with that one action, one thing. What's one thing you can do today is jump in the link. Tomorrow is turn up to, that's one thing each day, and you're moving towards that change, that paradigm shift that you've always been craving.
Yeah. And I love how you're saying that, because so many, we look at all the things that we've got to do. We've got, huge to-do lists, whether they're written down or in our mind. But I love it how it's just one thing. It's one thing today, one thing, I've been working on 1%.
Yeah.
Just a 1% shift every day. Love it. One thing, 1%. 1% is come and join us, Sacred You today. Tomorrow, 1%, come and join Taga's masterclass. You won't regret it. Thank you ever so much, Taga. Really, really thank you. I love you and I honor you. I really do. I'm so glad you're with Sacred You and sharing your wisdom with the world. And I look forward to being in your masterclass tomorrow with everyone else. Come and join us. Yay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Much love to everyone.
And now we play fun and games with